Hey guys, welcome back to some more Timberborn. Last time we got the mine built, we got the storage. Oh my gosh, this is already pretty much full. We're gonna need more storage there. Anyway, we did that. We started working on getting a spot for power to come through from the river, and we are starting to get more wood. We were out of wood in the last episode, but we have been getting some of these trees chopped down and we're working on some of this. So, and then these have been popping up as well. So today, first thing I want to do is address something that I noticed when I was editing. And that is that the reason that this wasn't working is because I didn't put power shafts in between, and I can't show you because when I go down oh, now it's working. Okay. So I put these in, the downward or vertical power shafts, but I forgot to put the power shafts in here to connect them all. So no wonder they're not connected. I feel really dumb. I'm hoping they can build that from under here, but if not, I guess, and actually I'm going to go ahead and just up the priority to get that done. Drought is approaching in 3 days. Okay, so we have a little bit of time. Not that it is a super big deal. Okay, all of this has been taken care of. I am going to detonate this bottom layer here. Let's speed this up. And then I want to get these put in. So I'll do that before we do the rest of this. Oh, and we can remove this blockage. We don't really need that there. There's a little bit more space for storage. Anyway, oh yeah, see, now I can't see. Am I down too far? Okay, there we go. They got that built really quick. So now all of this is actually connected, which is great. Yeah. So anyway, and then the other thing that I thought of when I was editing was that I have this here. And I put this here and I don't want it necessarily connected to this, but I did not think about the fact that I could put this here, 1, 2, 3, 4, facing that way, which would make it closer to where the stuff is stored over here, which is really what I want anyway. I just have to put it back one spot. So I am actually going to do that. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to put in some of these here. And oh, you know what? I should probably really quickly have them get these items out. Okay, we'll just put it over here. Then we need to demolish. If I do this, is it just gonna take off that top layer? I think it is. Okay, cool. Don't need all of that done. Okay, there. So once that's complete, 1, 2, 3, 4, then we can put in it's in landscaping. We can put one of these here and just flip the door so it goes that way. This is not going to connect to this via the sides, but we do still have the piece underneath here. This, so it will still connect just like it did before, and then I can have a path going right here instead. So this is all kind of in the same area. I am gonna I'm gonna use this tool because there are things underneath that need to be built to make that work. So I'm gonna do that. Then it's not gonna be connected to this, which just means that this is on its own network because we have like just enough power supply to power these things at this point. So that's going to help a little bit there. Fix a couple little things that I noticed as I was editing. Another thing that I would like to do sooner rather than later, I think I'm going to just put it down now, is I want to put in a bunch of single dynamites here, if the autosave won't mess me up. And then I might go ahead and do some doubles maybe here. I'm going to need stairs to get up there to put everything in. But I'm thinking if I can do this, And maybe I'll just go ahead and put stairs on this side to get up to this area. But then I can see how far the irrigation goes from here. And then we can plant a little bit more here. I might put more housing over here depending on how things go. I'm not exactly sure. So I don't want to do the whole thing, but I can at least do some of it. And then we can do what we talked about, move these farmhouses over here and maybe plant more trees over here instead of the crops on this side. So we'll see how that goes. Apparently I am going to need more soybeans. I think we're good on kohlrabi. We still have a lot in the ground and they don't eat it unless they really need to. It's kind of the last thing for them to eat. So I'm not going to plant any more of that. But I think I do need more soybeans because I don't see any soybeans grown. And we only have 180, which, I mean, I guess we have 773 fermented already. But I feel like it's going to be... well, maybe I do want to plant more soybeans. I think I probably will do that. But it's not as big of a deal as some other things. So we will, once this all gets done, we'll kind of work on that a little bit. We did get this put into place so I can build... no, it's power. And actually, I don't want that one there. Let me delete this. We're going to do this underneath here. Probably will want one of these. Let me come up. Because I could make this a spot for a bot as well. And I guess this is also going to need to be vertical. We'll just do a couple vertical pieces. And then I'll put this on top here. And then this is going to go up. This stuff I am going to, it's going to take time to build. I've got to get some trees out of here, although we are starting to already do that. I think I'm going to remove this blockage and put a path over to here. And then let them come down this way. And I might also put... I was going to try to use less stairs, but you know... Can they get to this? I might be able to do it without this. Did I mark these for cutting? Yes, I did. And... anyway... So we need to get this done, and then I can get into here. I'll probably just come through this, come up this side, and then they can build this. I was also thinking about maybe putting some water wheels up here. So if I do, I'm going to need to send the bots into here to do this wall, and it's going to be kind of a pain. But if I can turn these into levees, so get rid of the blockages and build levees, and then put... the power wheels this way, like here, it will move all of this, and I could do, I don't know, probably 9 or 12 or something, and then have them connect on top of the levees, and then this can connect, and I can have maybe a stack of power shafts up this way, and then just connect it along here is what I'm thinking. Which is going to take time. We've got to get rid of trees. We've got to get over here and all of that. But they are making quick work of it, so hopefully it won't take too long. I did also want to... I thought I put a staircase for down here, but apparently not. So... oh, that was the wrong... Let's put a staircase in here so that the lumberjack that's here can also come down and get some of this. Is this too... no, it's just not marked for cutting. So we're going to just mark all of this for cutting. This too. If they can reach it, we might as well get it, right? All of this. Okay. I did also realize as I was editing, once again, that I was kind of doing weird stuff. So I was thinking, okay, I want to straighten this path out and have it come here and then go here and then go this way. And then I'm like, why am I doing that? It makes way more sense to... if I do this, will it let me? To have the path just go here. We'll have it go straight this way. I'll get rid of this path and I'll get rid of all the side stuff. It's going to help a lot more. So then these can be replanted. And then this I'll just flip around. So it'll still do the same thing. Then I can get rid of the paths around here. So that's kind of my thought in that. Drought has started. These are still pretty young, so they have to grow still before we can put more in there. What is going on here? Can this not reach it? Oh, it can't. And neither can this. So, uh-oh. One of my bots just broke down. So yeah, we will have to figure that out. I guess it's not a huge deal. How did these get planted? Was that from this? Oh, yeah, it was. Interesting. So whatever, I'll just cancel these two. It's not the end of the world. I could put more lumberjacks there or something if I need to. We are really slow on getting this done. Probably because I keep unhooking the power to it to do other stuff. But at this point, we are doing okay. How much power are we getting here? 66%. Let's go ahead and turn this on as well. And that should allow us to... Oh, 78%. So we're still not doing super great, but... soon, we're probably going to want to start working on getting the badwater power maze. Oh my gosh, that was really loud. Badwater power maze done. Probably not in this episode. Maybe not even in the next one, because we did also talk about wanting to do well-being and a whole bunch of other stuff. But we're going to need more power sooner rather than later. So getting that completed is going to be helpful. Ooh, these are all done. Okay. They shouldn't go up here for anything. So I'm going to go ahead and detonate this and this. And we can see how far the water reaches. Okay, so we can put another farmhouse or two. We can get rid of these and put them over here probably. Or even... Thinking, sorry. If we did... this, and then I just put in like a small warehouse here. We could still have farmhouses up here, and then I guess I could just do some simple little things like that, but pathing in like this and just connect this. And then I'll just have to figure out where I'm gonna connect it. I do want to clean up, I think. Today I want to focus on, now that we've gotten some of those little things that I noticed that I missed, I want to focus on, oh, this can be deleted, getting the tubeway station hooked up over here. But I think in order to make that really viable, I'm going to want to straighten out this darn path. Look at this thing. It is just all over the place. And so what I'm thinking is I'm going to remove... how far along are these? 84%. So I think I can do that. Let's unmark these for planting. And where does this go? Is this straight there? Oh, it is. Ooh, okay. We could do that. I'm just going to straighten the path out here and then have it come this way. So then let's get this straightened here. And then I guess we'll just go to this and connect here. And at that point, I guess in order to connect here, well, you know what? I could just do this. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll get rid of the, I can let them do other stuff. Demolish this path here. This, and then once we get to the point where this is actually in, then I will get rid of all of this pathing. But for now, I don't really need planks here. How much plank storage do I have? Okay, I'm gonna empty this and delete this, so you don't really need that there. And we'll see how the rest of this goes. And this can help get a decent chunk of this along with these two. So this isn't going to be reachable by anything. I'm gonna need at least one more farm, like down this way probably, to get rid of, or to deal with the rest of this. If I'm gonna get rid of these two. Right now, these two can get most of that. But if I do, like, maybe we'll just put a, let's just do that. And I don't have to use quite as many items. We'll put a farmhouse in here. Okay, so that should get a huge chunk of this. Yeah, so then I can get rid of, turn this into logs instead and move a bunch of these crops over this way instead. And I could potentially get more of this irrigated, since it seems like it's kind of, let's go ahead and just put in some more dynamite here. Do we have a decent amount? Yeah, we do. So I'm just gonna get some of this done, and I'll probably just let them do it like one row at a time and not build stairs up there, because I'm not super worried about it, but it will help some. Why are you... Oh, because I didn't set these to anything. Okay. So... I don't have any storage for stuff over here. What do I have raw storage for? So we have raw storage for cassavas. We've got corn. We've got lots of eggplant storage, man. And soybeans. And canola seeds. So I guess kohlrabi, maybe? It's kind of out of the way, but... Where is kohlrabi here? Right? Because that's all I really have left that's not aquatic. Because this we don't have any coffee beans right now, which eventually we will. We don't have any algae or mushrooms. So it's just this set. I mean, I guess I could do more cassavas. But we don't even have the other one full. So yeah, I'll just leave that. And maybe I'll do this as cassava for a little extra in case we need it. And then this is starting to get cleared out, so that's good. We can start putting the path in like this. And I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. And so I know where it's going. And as we get rid of some of these other pieces, then we'll be able to put this in. Okay. I think that's gonna work. Oh, we're out of logs again. Man, are these not marked? Or is there nobody nearby to cut them? Let's go ahead and put somebody in here. And make sure that all of this is marked for cutting. It is not. That is the problem. No wonder. And this stuff isn't either, so that's fun. Okay. That is going to help quite a bit. I'm just going to go ahead and put the path in here once it's ready. Oh, once they get that log out of the way. There we go. Which means I can get rid of this path, because that is all connected. So then we will be able... Okay, let me just use this so I can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is where I was doing it. So I do need to unplant these couple of spots. No, I want this cancellation. These spots and this spot? Is that right? Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So once they get rid... Oh, they just planted this. I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. How are these? 64. 5. Okay, so we'll get rid of this one. These are pretty close, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. That's helping. Okay, they got a decent chunk of this. So they can do more. Hopefully. Actually, this might be too far away. It is. So I guess we will have them come back this way for a bit to get that done a little bit more. Put a path in here. And along here. And We are so close to having that done. Okay, I think I am going to put the station in here. So I'm going to need to get rid of bushes, probably this one, and then the 6 here. Then we can put in a tubeway station that is in pathing. Reminding myself because I always seem to forget. Okay, so that goes there. We will put a solid tubeway here to get into the side. And then I'm just going to go ahead and build along the paths here. So this is going to connect like so all the way along this. Should I... yeah, I am gonna do it this way. I was going back, I was like, I could just build it straight here. It would be less. Would be faster. Yeah, okay, I am gonna, it's just, this is like crooked, so it's annoying me, but I think maybe what I will do is actually just move this path. I'm gonna move these. Gonna move the path here. I'm going to delete these paths and I could just move the medical beds over that I had there. It's in well-being. Medical beds. And I think I had a tooth grindstone as well, which I might need to put more of those in. I really don't remember how many of those I had. Okay. Then I am going to demolish this and this. And instead, just connect this straight along here. I will still put the path in, but it's going to be just a little bit faster to go and less resources to just go straight here instead. So that's going to help quite a bit. This is still in here. So we need tubeways along this. And then we'll just continue it here and meet in the middle, and we will be ready pretty soon here. Okay, this is ready to be demolished. Just have a couple more items that can get removed, and then we can get rid of this path. That'll help some. This is ready. More of this. Okay. 21 days left in the drought. I think we're still doing really well on water. We are. So I don't really have to worry too much. We've got full storage. I probably do want to start getting more and more water storage so that when we go to build the aquatic farms, hydroponic farms, whatever they're called, we can have that extra water to give to them. And I'm not sure where I want to do that, so we'll have to think about that. But lots to continue working on. How are they doing over here? So we did get this all put in place. Guess what I'm going to do is go here and just put a stair there. And connect this up like so. Oh, and now that it's a drought... I'm going to put a set of stairs here and then down into here. We are going to want to get rid of this tree. Can they reach it? Not from there. So I think I might go ahead and put a stair here because I think that will allow them to get just a little bit farther. Chop down this tree. And then, oh, we didn't need to, I thought we were paused for a minute, but we were not. So we'll get that, get over to here, get rid of these blockages. I guess, let's do this enough to, so we just need to put that in and then we're going to get this. And since we have such a nice long drought, I am going to go ahead and just do this now. So these can be demolished and turned into levees. And we are slowly getting this done so that they are not coming to chop this down yet. We don't have much to do though, so they should be coming over here pretty soon to get this chopped down. Where is this bot? Oh, charging. Okay. That is fine. And that's part of the reason we're doing this, so that we can get the bots charging up closer to where they're at, which would be good. I guess while I'm waiting, I could start putting in... sorry, getting distracted. I was just thinking, you know, I probably didn't need to do everything that I did, but that's fine. We'll do some of these. That'll help with that. Now, I know that it's not hooked up to power yet because this isn't hooked up to power. So we've got a little bit before that's going to be a thing. But you know what? It's going to help a little bit. Okay, they got some of this done. They should be able to reach these now. And we can put in the levees along here. And then I guess while they're doing that, let's go ahead and put in the compact water wheels. So if I want this to be here, I'm gonna need to demolish, detonate this, and maybe even this. I want it to travel a little bit. Yeah. I'll make those high priority. We'll get that done. And probably these as well. Not that it's a huge deal because we still have 19 days left of the drought, but I don't want to risk it and have issues. So this is almost connected. We do have a spot here that we can put this in, put these in place, and get the tubeway in. So that is all connected, and then we just have this piece to do, and we can get rid of all these paths. So that's gonna be really good. If I do this, is it gonna... Oh, I'm gonna have to leave that one. This one here to get to this farmhouse, but the rest of it is good. So that's gonna give us a lot more space. I am gonna go ahead and put in more soybeans. Which I guess we have more than we had before. We're still low on cassava. Interesting. So let's fill in some more cassava here. And I guess maybe here as well. And I'm gonna probably get rid of this at some point. So I do want to get it over here, but we'll see how this goes. Okay. So now that that's a thing, this goes there, this goes there. So I can get rid of this path and I should still be fine to just plant all this up. And then we can maybe just do, I think maybe a decent amount of cassava since we seem to be running out of that. Might even do a little bit more. Because once I get rid of this, yeah, we're going to need more of that. I probably need to put some corn over here so that I can get rid of the other corn. Maybe a little bit more. And then I can unplant all of this. We can put some... Although I guess I don't know. Okay, yeah, a decent amount of that is plantable by the other stuff. I could put... So I can get rid of these now that we've got the other farmhouses. We really don't need those two. Yeah. Wow, they got that planted really fast. Look at that. That was crazy quick. So that's good. Let's go take a look and see how this is coming along. Okay. So now that that is built, we can put in, do this stuff. Okay. Power. So actually, before I do that, let's put the levees in so I don't forget somehow. We'll do that. Now, if we take the small water wheels here. So if I did this, or I could even do one more to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's probably the right way to do it. Let's get this to high priority here. And then we will go ahead and get the other stuff accomplished after that. So this is going to give us a decent amount of power there. And then with this all hooked onto it, probably more than we need on this side, but it'll give us, we can have a lot of charging stations if we need to. So that's good. This bot does not seem to have much of anything to do. So I'm going to pause that for now. And maybe eventually we will just delete it. I just haven't decided yet. But these are going to take logs, and we don't have any logs, so that's a problem. Yeah, we're going to have to do something. If I put... These are pretty close to this area. I could potentially put in a staircase up to here. Will that allow these guys to get up there? Yes. So then I can mark these trees for cutting as well. And then maybe I'll get up here too. I don't know. Yeah, we need more and more logs. This is not enough. The other thing I was thinking is that we could eventually start doing the vertical planting. Now that this is update 7 with the dirt that you can stack and stuff like that, we could do that. And actually, this is up a decent amount of the, you know, height in the world. So we could even go down. I was thinking up. But since this is here dumping water, we could go underneath. It's gonna be complicated. I'll have to probably think off camera on how we want to get that done to make it so you guys aren't sitting here watching me for a crazy amount of time just trying to think it through. And maybe I'll look up to see if there's a good way to organize it so it doesn't collapse or anything like that. How the best way to put pillars in to make it all work correctly. But that'll be... Oh, okay, these are all finished. They got all of the scrap metal here, so we can delete that and this. So that gives us a couple extra bots to do things. And I think, okay, we did up that. So I'm glad that we got this in, so it'll make them a lot faster getting over here to their homes. And we do want to start doing some more food stuff. I gotta think that through as well, so that'll probably be a next time thing. So what I'm thinking is, I'm happy that we got the tubeway connected to the housing, more farming in place, started getting this done, although we still have a long way to go because we are out of logs, and we fixed a couple of those minor things. I think next time I want to focus on well-being, so that means probably putting in like campfires, rooftop terraces, maybe getting some decorations out, things like that. And then I'm thinking maybe starting on the hydroponic farms or hydroponic gardens to get mushrooms and algae and start processing those, which means we're going to need to up the amount of processing we're doing here. So that's going to, I'm going to have to rework this area a little bit and probably just build more on top of the river here, which is why this is all in here, and then more housing maybe. But yeah, so that is, I think, what we're going to do next time. Well-being, food, more food, and types of food. So, and I guess we'll hopefully get this finished at that point as well. So thank you all so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, I'm going to pop a couple more episodes up here that you might also enjoy. Please leave me a comment below. I love hearing from all of you, but that's going to be it for today. I'll see you next time.